your intermediate pumping stations, and may have also have a tertiary treatment. Coming to industrial solutions, which is part of industrial parks, industrial infrastructure, SEZ, and related works such as aluminum, textile, pharmaceutical, and power and petroleum industries. And power vertical is part of which includes power generation, electricity, transmission works, substation, feeder lines, and high and low tension distribution lines. So last 3 decades we have a project experience of under construction and EPC. We have built water and wastewater treatment over 2000 MLD, and we have built buildings over 50 million square feet, and we have built under EPC roads and bridges to the extent of 2850 lane kilometers, and we have built industrial infrastructure for about more than 47 projects, and irrigation projects also which is over 20 projects. Out of this, prominent is one of the major lift irrigation scheme which has come into the Nagarjuna Sagar backwaters, AMRP, and also we have done some transmission lines and distribution lines for 1800 kV T&D. Pharmaceutical industries park, industrial park. So this is a very prestigious park of ours, and which is housing more than 100 plus bulk drug industries, both in SEZ and in non-SEZ. And coming to transportation, we have built around 1300 lane kilometers as a part of BOT and BOT. And coming to environmental infrastructures, over 500 MLD of CETPs we have built. And coming to integrated townships, we have built around 25 million square feet under developer business. And also we have built India's first interstate bus terminal project in Dehradun, which is also on BOT basis. And under industrial business, we have done industrial park and water and little infrastructure in West Africa. The place is called Gabon. Coming to
2021, little after, our PBT is also around 24%. Not just what I am performing, but what is the base balance sheet metrics. Quarter on quarter, are you consistent and continuous? If you look at the quarter 4 23 versus quarter, it's an important slide as far as for you people to see how we have transitioned. Professional has started with environment in focus, structure infra is concerned. We expanded, and then we arrived in 2004 where we have launched the particularly the sewerage treatment, and then arrived ourselves at the large infrastructure projects of the road building. That was 2010. I think that is the time when we have also gone ahead with the first DIBA as far as the IPO is concerned. We raised the funds, and we had expanded our global footprint immediately afterwards around, I think it is even before 2010, in 2006 at GABA, and that was an experiment which provided us an excellent experience, which perhaps from now onwards when we look at the overseas, there could be some kind of that experience will help us. The comeback to the 2011, then we have had the certifications of the global certification on the health as well as the safety, and when jumping on to, let's say that the 2013 where we have implemented the SAP, which is an ERP. I'll tell about the technological innovations that we have done on the operational front. On the SAP, we have built various processes which are automated today. Then in 2017, I'm only touching the inflection points. We have built the largest waste to energy plant in Delhi. It was inaugurated by the then President of India. Then in 2022, commissioned in Hyderabad a leachate plant treatment, which is Jawahar leachate treatment plant, which is the first of its kind in India. Then coming back to the most important thing about the road projects, one is the NAM and other is the SBL, that is Srinagar Banihal project, which was where the Pulwama attack has happened and several blizzards were there. Against all those externalities, we stood steadfast and we delivered these projects for the country. Most important arterial thing for both the troops movement as well as the haulage movement. Then Coming back to the latest one, which my colleagues, the entire batch is here. They have implemented the STPs, sewerage treatment plants. First two have been delivered against the as tough externalities and also the stiff competition, and that's almost about 480 MLD STP projects for Hyderabad, and entire STPs are the sewerage treatment plants, which would make our environmental clean, and also whatever the sewerage is there, that would be cleaned up before they are the discharging. So this is a company which specializes mostly into all those infrastructure building, which is keenly onto the environment and also ESG goals. We'll see the future how we are going to tackle that. Can we go for the next slide? The equal opportunity for gas, green energy, ZLD, that is zero liquidity, about 213 kilometers, and 500 Telangana, 410 MLD. STP, this is an anaerobic sludge blanket technology at Nagol. The 480 MLD capacity is Srinagar-Mehal Expressway. The most important and strategic, the company, if you could look at it, it's not the civil construction, the infrastructure for the industry and the urban, and from enabling infrastructure to the cleansing of the environment and eco. Sustainable with the successful BOT projects because of the O&M, that have any kind of a credit risk, and also any kind. I think at one point of time we had more than 70 to 80. So that's where we are, and that's how we differentiate. Say hello to all of them, Diwakar. Best professionally managed company, best construction, environment implementation. That is one of our projects. Brilliant work they are doing across this year, which we have concluded in March 2024. Next, and we are National Safety Council of India certified membership, and natural resource management, which was one of kind of an exceptional income at that time, which is down under 13, around 200 and odd crores. This has become 13, 14. So this, for the comparative analysis, that is not the right figure to be taken. That's why we have truly reflected not capital item. Capital item belongs to the debt part of it.
But you should mention that also. Here, no investor would like to see what is the PAT, not before exceptional.
Exceptional item of 2023, the investors have already been notified, and that minus and the plus you have got the Xerox facilities here.
Yes.
2018, it went into a stress mode where it was given to the ARCs, and these ARCs have been settled this amount, and whatever the interest which was made as a provision post settlement, which was treated as an income because that was written off in their books. That's the item of that 1317 crores. That is an amount, sir. Got the outer ring road, which is Islamics here, and we have got one more in the northwestern part of it. There are about 3 live projects which are there currently in the. See, currently, no, I think it's a good question. We have this 9,300 crores, out of which roughly about 4,500 crores would be panned over the next 3 years for the implementation. Then balance around 5,000 crores, or let us say again 4,000 and odd crores, is O&M revenue, where we have already built the project, will be maintained operations and the maintenance. That will run to next 10 to 12 years. This year, because of the progress that we have made now, this year onwards, I think we need to look externally for fundraising. Basically, this is required for our non-fund based living, and part of it, wherever we are going for the BOT projects or the HAM projects, at least about 20 to 30% of it that we have to, apart from our internal accruals, on average we have got about 360 crores of internal accruals. Apart from that, we may have to look for maybe a small portion as an external fundraising. But so far, thankfully.
How much would it be?
On the fund-based raise, at least currently we are planning about 190 plus another 100, about 270 to 280 crores of a thing, which is under the current plan. The time frame would be about 6 months time, because today I have got the projects which are going on, which would easily fetch me, because it is there is one innovation that we have done. Wherever we have got HAM kind of a projects when we implement, then we would also recycle the funds which are realized, because the part of this project on the physical and the financial progress made, certain receipts, billing is raised, which we call as the running bills, and we get the revenues accruing. So internal accruals reasonably finance our current project. But if I am going to get, let us say, another couple of projects which are the big projects, at that time I definitely require this kind of a funding, and the bids are at various stages. In about 3 to 4 months if they come, in about 5 months time I need to raise at least on those projects this about 300 crores of the fund based limits. But non-fund based limits today we have about 575 crores. I may have to add at least another 200 crores there, about 575. So 200 to 300 are non-fund based limits, and another 250 crores of the fund based limits I may have to raise.